Hey, bonjour classe de français 1. Today we're taking a look at a brand new verb, etre, to be. On y va. Okay, super bien. This verb, etre, means to be. So whenever you're talking about where you are or where someone is, or even what you are like, if you describe yourself, you say I am. In French, you use the verb etre. And the conjugation goes like this. Je suis. Tu es. Il est. Elle est. Nous sommes. Vous êtes. Ils sont. Elles sont. Kind of a tricky verb to wrap your head around. You actually have to memorize it because it doesn't have a lot of similarity from one conjugation to the next. Also, the pronunciation is a little tricky because, as you know, a lot of words in French do not pronounce those last consonants. We learned last week with our ER verbs that the ending ER actually makes an A sound. So let's look again at the pronunciation here because these are a little different than what you would expect. Je suis. Suis. Tu es. It's just pronounced A. Don't say the S. Tu es. Il est. Elle est. How could those be pronounced exactly the same when there's a T at the end? Those crazy French. It is how it works. Il est. Elle est. Nous sommes. Notice you just say some. End on the M sound. Do not add an E or an S. Nous sommes. Vous êtes. Vous êtes. You kind of connect this Z sound, right? And notice the little circumflex on vous êtes, just like the circumflex up here in the infinitive. Ils sont. Elles sont. You end with that nasal ho sound. Do not pronounce the T. Ils sont. Elles sont. Now, of course, like many things in French, the pronunciation and the spelling are so different, you also need to know how to spell these verbs. So take a few minutes and let's fill in the blanks. I am here. Je suis ici. He is in class. Il est en classe. They are at the cafe. Ils sont au café. You all are in town. Vous êtes en ville. And you are over there. Tu es là-bas. Je suis ici. Il est en classe. Ils sont au café. Vous êtes en ville. Make sure that's a definite circumflex. Vous êtes en ville. Tu es là-bas. Bravo! Now you're noticing with this verb, it's kind of a complicated conjugation. Well, guess what? I have a song. You ready for it? It goes like this. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont, être, to be. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont, être, to be. Repeat that a few times. Get this verb memorized. You'll be good to go. Along with the verb être, we're talking about different places that someone can be. Did you notice some of these new vocabulary words in our sentences? Let's take a look at those. Ici means here. Là means there. Là-bas means over there, a little further away. À Paris, in Paris. En classe, in class. En ville means in town. En vacances, on vacation. En France, in France. Au café, at the cafe. Au restaurant, at the restaurant. Au cinéma, at the cinema or the movie theater. Et à la maison means at the house But I also want you to add this phrase, chez moi, at my house. À la maison and chez moi. Now, what I'd like you to do at this very moment is pause the video. I'll move myself out of the way so everything is clear. Oh, maybe I need to go to this side. Nope, that doesn't work. I have to stay over here. Can you read all of those? You're going to pause the video, and then you need a piece of paper. And your piece of paper, you are going to fold so that you get 3, 6, 9, 12 squares. How do you do that? I'll show you how. First of all, fold it into thirds, like you're folding a letter, okay? So you fold your paper into thirds, and then it looks like this. And you should have 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you fold it in half. And if you fold 3 in half, how many squares are you going to have? 6. Make sure you have 6. Open up your paper and count. Ah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we need 12. So how are we going to get 12 if we have 6? Fold it in half one more time. And when you fold it in half that last time, 6 times 2, 12. Now open up your paper. Make sure you have 12 rectangles. Pause the video and copy down each of these expressions, each of these vocab words in each square. So ici comes first, and then in the next square or rectangle, là, and then là-bas, à Paris, en classe, en ville, etc. Once you have the French copied down, turn it over and write the corresponding English word behind the French word. So behind ici, you're going to write here. Behind là, you're going to write there, etc., etc. Ça va bien? When you're done with that, you will have a set of 12 flashcards. And you can come up and get scissors and cut out the flashcards, or you can leave them on this page because we'll have some time in class to cut them out if you don't have time to do it today. All right? Pause the video. Make your flashcards. And when you're done with that, let's move on to the next part. Are we back? Are we ready to move on to the next part? Here we go. Here are some other places we just talked about that we just did with our flashcards. Let's see if you can identify them. Fido, my little friend, the gargoyle from Notre Dame de Paris, where is he? Où est Fido? Ici, Fido est en classe. Ici, Fido est au restaurant. Fido est au cinéma. Et ici, où est Fido? Il est en France. Où est Fido maintenant? Regarde ce petit café. Fido est au café. Classe, où est Fido? Il est à la maison. À la maison. Classe, ici, où est Fido? Vous voyez la tour Eiffel? Il est à Paris. Et là, où est Fido? Fido est en ville. Et finalement, où est Fido? Oh, Fido est en vacances. Il est à la plage en vacances. Super bien. Merci, Fido. The last thing for today's activité is to go to your textbook, page 85, and here is exercise 1. You may not really need the textbook for this because we are filling in the verb etre. This is a good chance to quiz yourself. How much of etre do you remember? Try to fill in the blanks here on your own. And then if you need to go back and refer to the beginning part of the video or refer to your textbook where the verb etre is conjugated, you may do so. But for example, Antoine is in Tours. Tours is a city in France. All of these people are in different cities around the country of France. So we're saying he is in Tours. In French, we would say Antoine est à Tours. Okay? Fill in the rest of the blanks with the correct conjugation of etre. And if If you need to go back and review the song, Je suis tu et il et elle et nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont être, to be. Go ahead and do that. All right, class, super bien. Thank you for following along, for getting it done, and for learning some French today. I wish you a great day, and I'll see you next time. Merci. Au revoir.